Good evening, Willinger's Wedge and Hunt Club. I'm Sean Burgundy along with Dr. Champ Kind and Brick Tamlin. Here's what's going on in your world tonight.
Well, Willingers, we got ourselves a whammy of a Thanksgiving special. We're going to start off the power rankings going over to my friend Brick Tamlin. Brick? Brick?
I'm here, yes.
Yeah, no, we see you, Brick. You're going to start off the power rankings. Go ahead.
Fantastic.
Good, yep.
Brick, do you remember what we told you to do?
Yes, I remember. Well, there are 3 teams that will be missing their periods this year.
Brick, no, Brick. They're missing their playoffs. They're missing the playoffs, Brick.
Good point. The Chicago Bears can smell the menstruation from their periods.
No, Brick.
What he means to say is that the Fire Penguins, Caps Chaps, and the other Caps Chaps and the Scorpion of Ann and Woody are eliminated from the playoffs.
That's correct, right, Brick?
Pussies.
There will be no more bloodletting from these teams. And Woody,
right.
the Scorpion of Anal, has a terrible team. It does not take a man with an IQ of 50 to figure that out.
All right. Anyway, Brick, that's enough. Get out here. Anyway. All right, for the remaining 7 teams, Champ and I are going to kind of tag team things along here. I'll be doing most of the reading of the power rankings. Let's go ahead and start off with number 7. On the outside, looking in after losing to the West Coast Cockfighters, it's going to be Skeet, Skeet, Skeet. How about the West Coast Cockfighters coming in, knocking you out of the playoffs, bitch? All right. Well, let me tell you, Mr. Kind, the defending chumps seem to have lost their ponies. They don't have any balls this year. Their only star is that little Corning Stone bitch, Des Bryant, who fumbles the ball 30 yards backward and then can't find it on the ground because Darth Vader's shield on his helmet is blocking his view. Oh, my God. And then after the loss to the Cockfighters, Mr. Skeet, 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 hey, good team name, Mr. Skeet, Skeet, Skeet comes out of the message board and says, oh, well, shit, you know, can't win in this league, you know, sorry, Sabo, we only won 1 out of 2 in this league, and good thing we won all the money in our big league. We're in the playoffs in the big money leagues. I don't remember what the hell he said, right? I'm sorry. He is a real prick, I tell you, Mr. Kind. Anyway, you know what, Mr. Kind? I'm sick and tired of your crap, all right? We've had enough of you coming on here and bad-mouthing our league, okay? And if you keep talking like that, sooner or later, you're going to meet the sharp end of Brick Tamlin's trident, okay? I don't care if you're playing in all these Las Vegas fantasy football hooker leagues with a bunch of thousands of bajillion dollars. This is the real deal right here, all right?
I do like hookers.
You do like hookers. Me and Dr. Kine, we all like hookers, but tell you what, this is a Willinger's Wedge and Hunt Club. This is a man's league right here. This is as big as it gets, all right? All right, coming in at number 6, it's the lucky one, 10 pounds of dangling meat, the 17-inch penis, Jeremy Miller. 2 losses to fall to 13 and something in a tie with the West Coast Cockfighters. Vincent Jackson and Chris Johnson fell back to their normal, I'm a black guy, I don't show up 2/3 of the week's performances in week 12. Let me tell you, Dr. Kind, Jeremy's team would have been something back in about 2007. We got Tony Romo, Chris Johnson, Matt Forte, Vincent Jackson, Roddy White, and Deshaun Jackson back when he had swagger. And hey, Jericho Cotchery was barely a good 3rd-string receiver back then. Ooh. I mean, shit, dang, Jericho Cotchery plays for the Jets, the Steelers, I don't know. Anyway,
is he black?
Bad player. He's in the Bible, Cotchery, Jericho, look him up. Anyway, the Fire Penguins just kicked the crap out of you dangling meat with a bunch of guys who were smoking weed in high school back in 2007, like Levon Bell, T.Y. Hilton, and Josh Gordon.
Hey, Burgundy, how about this Josh Gordon fella, huh?
I tell you what, Mr. Kind, I don't know who this Burgundy, what's his name? Gordon? Josh Gordon?
Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon. I don't know who this Gordon fella is, nor do I know what team he plays for, but with the receiving stats he's been putting up lately, I can make a pretty good educated guess as to what color he is. Coming in at number 5, it's the West Coast Cockfighters. Yeah. He's on the darker side. Anyway, tied with Jeremy Miller and the Giant Penis after a huge, and Al Michaels will tell you it was a huge victory over the Tile Brothers. Let's give another one out for that one. Woo! Cockfighters, baby. Cockfighters game balls go to Danny Woodhead and Ben Roethlisberger. Tell you what, Mr. Woodhead as of late has been playing like the white LaDainian Tomlinson, and Mr. Roethlisberger is looking like the white Cordell Stewart.
They're both white. They're both white.
They're both white, and they're playing like they are blacker than an alley. Oh, my God. One more fist bump, Mr. Kind. All right. Whammy, Scott. That's your job to say.
Whammy!
Whammy! Woo! All right. Number 4, it's Al Gill and the Alley Cats. Mr. Gill has both Peyton Manning and Tom Brady and not a clue which one to start. And he also has this Zach Stacy fella, who's apparently like the third coolest thing to come out of St. Louis behind Cornell Haynes Jr. and that Oz Hakeem fella. Yeah, Nelly. Remember the rapper?
Good shit.
Yeah,
Hot
yeah.
in here? Yep.
Yeah. It's getting hot in here. I can't say it like he does it. Anyway, but I know what you're thinking now. Now remember, I went to the Smithsonian Institute of Higher Thought in Farmington, same place where Ami learned Buddhism and Jeremy got his vasectomy. And I can read minds with 94% accuracy.
That's just what you're full of shit.
I'm not full of shit. It's 94% accuracy according to the test. And I know that you're thinking that Mr. Stacy is going to be able to carry your team to the title. But you're absolutely wrong, and I would be willing to bet every Roy Jones Jr. mixtape rap CD that the Cockfighters go further than you in the playoffs. How about you? What do you think, Champ?
What?
Champ doesn't know what he's doing here. He's been drinking a little this evening. I'm sorry. Coming in at number 3, it's the Dead Horse. The Horse is on a horrible losing streak right now, but is still ranked 3rd because none of the other teams are any good anyway. Except for the team that Woody dreams about having while he sits in his bathroom masturbating to the picture of himself and prints on the internet and uses as his team photo. Well, let me tell you, the play from Frank Gore and Reggie Bush has been a little bit skeptical lately, leaving everybody wondering what the hell's going on. No idea what to expect from this team. Anyway, I don't make predictions as to how this team's going to do in the playoffs. I just read the news. And coming in at number 2, it's the Bite My Fat Ass, Robert Tummelson Jr.
Bite it hard! Bite it hard!
Like I said last week, folks, we're going to bite it so hard there's going to be diarrhea coming out all ends. Unfortunately, he kicked the crap out of us last week.
I don't know what that
That's what happened. Champ, just shut up, Mr. Kind. All right. Well, there was a lot of talk before the season about how the coming together of Andy Reid and Jamal Charles in Kansas City was going to be a great opportunity for Mr. Charles. And I'll tell you, a lot of that talk has come to fruition. Mr. Charles has had a great season. He's been busier than Mr. Reid's fork since Mr. Reid arrived in Kansas City. But
because he's fat.
You know what I'm saying? Andy Reid. He's not a skinny guy. Anyway, however, there's another running back on Bite My Fat Ass's team who I think is going to give him a chance to potentially knock off Antonio Cromartie's children in the playoffs. And for more on that running back, let's turn over to our reporter in the field, Mr. Brian Fantana. Brian!
Man to watch. I'm here at the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field, and where we just witnessed the first tie in NFL history dating back to Bart Starr and John Madden in the Ice Bowl of 1892.
Hell of a game.
Yes.
You were there, right, Champ?
No. Anyway, the man to watch for this week is Eddie Lacy. He's a rookie running back out of Duke, weighing about 325 pounds, and I'd say at least 8 or 9 pounds has got to be his junk alone. Ran a 4.200-meter hurdle at the combine, and let me tell you, he gets more pussy than Antonio Cromartie. This guy is the sex panther himself.
Tell you what, man, never wears a condom either. Swear to God.
That's right. No accidental children here. Just a husky running back who gets through the defenders and between the ladies' legs. Back to you.
All right, well, thank you very much, Mr. Fantana. Thank you very much. And, of course, coming in at number 1, it's Antonio Cromartie's children, of course. But, hey, they only beat the Cockfighters by 3 points in Week 12, so maybe there is hope after all. 28 points out of... Hey, shut up, Kind. 28 points out of Noshawn Moreno, a bunch more points out of his faithful Saints, and, of course, the best tight end in the history of the league. It's a shame Aaron Hernandez isn't still around, or maybe they could have him as well.
He killed a guy.
I know he killed a guy, but let the Ray Lewis saga remind us all that Aaron Hernandez is only an acquittal and a Super Bowl ring away from NFL icon status. Anyway, for Champ Kind and Brick Tamlin, who is no longer with us for some reason, and Brian Fantana, you stay classy, Rangers, and have a classy Thanksgiving. Thank you very much.